This definitely looks pink. What? Morning, this is day 71, lapping Australia with the football. We've not really got the football right now, but we're just in Coorong National Park, starting this Lakes Nature Trail. So it's only a 1 hour walk, nothing too crazy. Nice to be out in nature. I don't really know what this video is going to be, so we'll just see what happens as it unfolds. I may provide some type of life updates or wisdom. I don't really know. So we'll just check out the environment and have a little chat along the way. So let's go. So this lake, I imagine, is one of those pink lakes, but there's just not much water. I don't know if it's because we're in summer, it's hotter, and this maybe would all be full of water. It would look more pink. But right now, it doesn't look pink. I'm just guessing that because I've never seen a floor like this before. If you saw yesterday's video, I was walking on it, it goes all hard. Like this bit's all hard. I'll show you. It's all like hard and crisped, or like you see this, like that. But if you get closer, it goes all squishy and slippery. So I don't know what this floor is, if it's clay or whatever, but maybe that gives it a pink tone. I can't really get too close to the water because I'm going to end up slipping over. I mean, this is quite a cool little area, isn't it? All this. One thing with Australia is it's so vast when I'm driving. Everywhere is just open land, farmlands. Like, it's really, really beautiful. So I would recommend it. The roads are so just single roads, straight long roads for ages. But it's a lot of freedom, a lot of open land, like I say, which is very cool. So happy to be here, happy to be on this walk. The kangaroos come here. Oh, look, it goes that way, that way. It looks like it's like 3 and then a 1. Or like a, I don't know. So maybe that's a kangaroo. That's quite cool, isn't it? I just love that there's probably a lot of wild creatures out here. And different things. One thing that blows my mind, pelicans are not real creatures. Like, I've seen a pelican fly through the air, and I look at it and think, that's not real, that can't be real, it just looks fake.
What is that? What is that? It looks like a swan with lip filler.
It doesn't look real to my English brain. Like in England, we just see pigeons flying around. Don't know if anyone else thought that when they come to Australia. Pelicans, not real creatures. But yeah, don't know. I'm not exactly going to follow these tracks and hunt it down, but woo! Whoa, it echoes! Kaka! Ah, that's so cool. I'm so easily impressed. I'm impressed by nothing. Right, I've just found this rock. Let's see if we can do around the world with it. Solid start. Hey! Almost crushed a caterpillar. Hey! We'll take that, come on! We've got an ant as well. Cool! I love creatures. My nephew Otis loves bugs, so Otis, hope you like that. Tell me what it is. What is your perception of Australia? Because if you're like me, I thought it was going to be snakes everywhere, spiders everywhere, and all these things. And don't get me wrong, you can come across these things, but it's really not as dramatic as I think us in the UK make it out to be. Like, we see all this stuff about they're everywhere, you have to watch for spiders all the time, and I've only had a spider in my van once that was massive, a small one a second time, and I've seen a snake once, but they just sort of hide out the way. Like, there is wildlife here, but it's not scary, it's not a reason not to come. Like, I genuinely had people worried about, like, oh, what about the flies, what about the bugs, what about all these things, and it's literally no different to England, except you may come across these things occasionally. So don't let that be a reason not to come to Australia. There's so many more awesome things. I've just seen though, this lake actually looks pink. This definitely looks pink. What? I mean, it would be cool if there was more water to make it look even more pink. What's this going to be like to walk on? Yeah, what? That's crazy. I've never seen a pink lake before. I mean, I'm just sort of seeing pink floor, not a pink lake. What is that? Is it salt? What is salt? What the hell? Oh, it's really salty. Is this pink Himalayan salt? What is going on? Why is it pink and salty? Let me look that up. This is the other thing. If you ever come here, I thought there was going to be no signal. This has probably been the spot with the best signal in all of Australia so far. I've got full bars and 5G. So if you're ever in Coorong National Park, don't worry about not having signal. Oh, I mean, what you're walking on is basically a salt lake. The pink comes from salt algae and bacteria that thrive in extreme conditions. That is kind of crazy. So they say don't eat yellow snow, but what would you be eating if it's red snow or pink snow? Oh God, I wouldn't even want to think about what that could be. What the hell? I had to walk all the way up to the water. Like what? I mean, I hope this looks pink on the camera. Woo! Mate, this is so cool. I've never seen anything like this before. Very unique spot. Oh no, I was just walking back and there was a deeper bit, and now I've got a pink salty shimmer to my trainers. Fuck! At least if I need like salt later, I can just grate a bit of my shoe and I'll get a nice sort of salty cheese flavour. Right, we're now going to continue the journey, so we're heading to Adelaide from here. So let's have a look at how far that is. 2.5 hours, that is a little bit long, but we are lapping Australia, so what do we expect? We are going to have to do some driving. I thought as well I might show you a little summary of what we've done in terms of this journey so far. Right, so I started this journey in a place called Narrabeen. So it's just north of Sydney. You can see we've gone from there to there, right? Now, obviously, we haven't taken that route. We went straight down on the east coast. We did have a little stop in New Zealand halfway through. So when I went to Melbourne, I went to New Zealand for 2 days for a drum and bass rave and did a tour of a couple of places. Really, really worth visiting New Zealand. But yeah, so that's what we've done so far. Obviously, we're trying to do a whole lap of Australia. So we're on day 71, I think. And I've not actually even done a quarter yet. So I'm definitely going quite slowly. But I'm not in any rush to do this. So loving it so far, going to loads of beaches, playing football. We are in the next few weeks, so we're going to Adelaide, but then I also am in Port Lincoln, is apparently the best place in Australia to do cage diving with great white sharks. Now that is something I'm terrified of, but it's been a bucket list thing for me to do, so going to be doing that in a few weeks. And then after that, you have to cross this area called the Nullarbor. So you see here's Nullarbor. It is essentially like I don't know how many 1,000 kilometres the distance will be here, where there's just basically barren wasteland. There's nothing there. I think there's obviously a few cliffs and sights to see and things like that, but it's just dirt, desert, and there's just some roadhouses every like hundreds of kilometres, so you have to fill up petrol every opportunity you get because there's just nothing in between. So that'll be a cool like 3-4 day experience where there's not really any phone signal, just basically out in the world with nothing. So I want to use that as a chance to just completely disconnect from the world, really feel in the place of like, I'm alone, and just sort of accept that and enjoy it. So I'm excited for that, for a challenge. But then after that, we head towards obviously the west of Australia, where there's a lot more activities. It's warmer, more beaches, sunsets, all that kind of stuff. So lots to look forward to. Very, very excited for all of this stuff. So I hope you do want to come along for the journey with the football. This is, I believe, the first lap of Australia with a football. So that'll be cool to complete. The football is showing a bit of signs of some wear and tear, where we've been booting it off of rocks and things constantly. But either way, that is going to make it around Australia with us, no matter what. So come along for the journey. Let's head towards Adelaide now, and I'll see you when we get there. Right, I've had a change of plans, so I needed to book my car in to the VW in Adelaide because the mechanic couldn't fix this problem that I keep having with it struggling to start. So gone to a VW, but their first availability is Monday in like a week and a half. So there's no point me getting to Adelaide now because I'm just gonna have to be then bumming about in the same spot for ages. So we've extended the journey, we've gone to a different part, which I will explain when I get there. So long story short, we've just extended our journey because we've got a week and a half till we need to be in Adelaide. So, well, that's that. So I'll talk to you when we get to the new location. Right, we've come here to Port Elliot. It's here on a map, purely because I looked at maps and saw that they've got loads of rocks, as you can see, which I think will be cool to film some football content here, pinging it off the rocks. This bit in particular looked really, really cool. So it's basically, let me get there, as you can see here. I mean, I didn't think there was two walls. I mean, there's a wall there and a wall there. Let's actually go down here. So look, there's rocks that side, big walls, and there's rocks that side, big walls. Now, hopefully when the tide's out a bit more, Obviously that's a bit crazy right now. I don't think that'll be usable right now, will it? But hopefully later or something. I'm going to do this for tomorrow, by the way. This isn't going to be in this video. But look, there's a wall there, a rock there. Mate, this is super sinking. Right in the middle, that rock. These big walls and walls there. So hopefully the tide goes out further and we can sort of volley it off of that wall, volley it off the middle wall, volley it off of that wall, volley it off the middle wall, volley it off that wall. But I feel like there'll be loads of cool things we can do here. These walls look really friendly. So this is essentially the only reason I come here. As I say, I've been having problems with the camper van that I took to a mechanic to get fixed, but he couldn't fix it, so he recommended going to Volkswagen. I've now booked one in Adelaide, but stupidly I thought I'd be able to book it short notice, but it's like a week and a half, so that's why we've come here. Instead of going straight to Adelaide, we've had to extend the journey. Oh, boohoo, what a problem. So yeah, happy for that. I think this will be cool. I'm probably going to end the video here today, so it's basically just been me waffling rather than much actually happening. So my family enjoy this sort of stuff. I doubt anyone else will, but yeah, I'm going to end the video there. Lots of love, and I'll see you next time.